Today we will learn how to model an intersection in Synchro and how to assign traffic signal controllers in Synchro, and part 3 of the video will explain how to optimize signal controller in Synchro. So first of all, you have to create the intersection itself using the links, and in Synchro you can use the links from here. Add a link. Once you click add a link, you can press shift on the keyboard, so to make sure that the link is straight line. Otherwise it might be like moving up and down, might not be straight. So we will draw two links. The links are the roads of the intersection. You can also click on the links and then right click and move. If you are not satisfied with the position of the links, you can change the link positions. This is link number 1. I will create another one, go back, and this. And the good thing, Synchro automatically recognizes the connection of two links as an intersection, so you don't have to create intersection. The intersections are created automatically. Similarly, if I create a new link here, so it will create another intersection on the link. So there is no limit so how many intersections you can model. If you are modeling analyzing a network of intersections, then you will have more than one intersection on the same link, but in this example we only have this one. So if we want to zoom in to the intersection, we can click on the zoom button right over here, zoom in. Alternatively, you can press page down to zoom in as well. So I am right over here, and as you can see, whenever I bring the mouse closer to the approaches, it highlights in black color. It means that it's ready to take inputs for the number of lanes and the lane volumes for the approaches. So we have to give approaches a number of lanes and tell the software that whether the lanes are shared or not. And the most important thing, we need to give the turning movement count values, the peak hour values, which you have collected from the turning movement survey of the intersection. So I will bring the mouse over closer to the links, add the lanes. So you have to make sure that you add the correct lane disciplines. If the lanes are shared, you can add shared lanes. If the lanes are dedicated, you can add dedicated lanes. If you have more than one lane going through, you can always select the most appropriate type from the list. So our intersection is a basic intersection where we have through, right, one is for left, one is for through, and one is for right. And I will give the volumes at the same time. I have 320 left, 540 through, and 50 right. And whenever you are entering the values, you have to press enter on the keyboard to save the volumes. So this approach is done. Now I have entered the lanes and the volumes for this approach. I have to do this for all the approaches in the intersection. So I will go to westbound, and for westbound we have two left, one through, and one right. And here we have 720 left, 480 through, and 445 right. We don't have a U-turn. If you have a U-turn, you can also add a U-turn over here. For the southbound traffic, we have the same as the northbound, one left, one through, and one right. If we enter the volumes, I have over here 125 left, 450 through, and here we have 75 right. Similarly, for the eastbound, we have two left, one through, which is also shared with the left, and one dedicated right. And here we also have 720 left, 480 through, and 75 right. So I have just entered all the links, lanes, and the volumes successfully in the Synchro. So we are now ready to go to the next step. So to go to the next step, make sure the intersection is highlighted where you are working, and then you may go to lane settings and the lane window from here. So I click lane window. Here I have option to change the saturation flow rate from 1900 by default. This is the volume per hour per lane that each lane can handle per hour. Lane width, so we don't have a 12 feet lane here, we the area where I am working, so I don't have 12 hour, I have 11 hour, so 11 feet lane, so I will change all these to 11. Make sure you enter the correct lane width, and if you are working at uphill, downhill, you can change the grade. This intersection which I am modeling is on the level ground, so the grade is 0. It's not in the CBD, which is central business district. It's not a CBD, so I will leave it as other. If you have a storage lane, you can add a storage lane, and the length over here. The right turn is channelized or not, so it's a free, and it's 50 feet radius, which is correct. It's a free turn. It's not controlled with the signal, but it's a 50 feet channel island. You can change the width from here, which is by default 50 feet, but if you have more than 50 feet, you can change the radius from here. And the units, by the way, the units by default in Synchro are the imperial units. If you want to work in the metric system, you can change this in the map settings and the network settings in options. So we have this things. Next we go to volume window, and here you have an option to change the peak hour factor, pedestrian volume. If you have pedestrian volume, you can add pedestrian volumes. If you have parking lanes, you can add parking lanes. Heavy vehicle percentage, how many percent out of, if 100 is the total traffic, how much are the heavy vehicles. So in this example, we don't have we have 4% heavy traffic, so we don't have 2%, so we have 4. I will change this to 4 and then press enter. We don't have specialized parking for the bus, so I will not keep this as 0. We don't have parking lanes here, I will keep this as 0. So the important thing is to going to the timing and the phasing window. So this is the timing window and the phasing window. In timing window, you have an option to change the traffic signal controller type from permitted to protected, permitted and protected. This intersection where I am working is a split 4-phase, so the left is going to be split for all 4, and the right is free. You have the phase timings, you can enter the phase timings. The yellow time is 3.5 by default, but in our case it's 3 seconds. So I will change this to 3 seconds. The all red is the clearance time, which is allowed to clear all the traffic, where all the signals are red. It is 1 second, so I have changed this to 1 from 0.5. And the total split is the total time allowed for each phase in the intersection. So this fixed intersection has fixed 25 for east and west, and 20 for north and south. So as soon as I enter this, you can see that the Synchro very quickly gives us the total cycle length based on the phases we just entered here, 90. Then it gives the total delays at 1989 seconds, corresponding to level of service of F, indicating that the intersection is operating more than its capacity and has reached a failure level of service as per highway capacity manual guidelines. If you want to create a report for this, you can also create the report by going to File, Create Report, and selecting Highway Capacity Manual Signal Report. You want to print the report, you can preview, and you print the report from here. And if you want to preview the results, you can also click here. So it gives you a very brief and very detailed report for each approach. So you can see, for analysis purposes, you can see for each approach, east, west, north and south, the total delays faced by each approach. So you can identify the problematic approach and then the level of service for each approach. And this in the end is a summary of the total intersection, total delay, total level of service.